right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Leland Woodfin, a good friend of mine from right here in Central Florida, and I asked him to come on the show because he's been doing a new hobby. Were you always doing that? Were you always growing the thing, or is this something you kind of took to when you retired?
Something I took to when I retired.
Okay, he retired recently, and I noticed that all of a sudden he's like, everything's about grilling and stuff and cast iron and everything. And he's all about it. So I said, well, come on the show and talk about it because I'm interested in stuff like that, barbecuing and stuff. And I'm sure he's got some good recipes and good just tips and tricks, about the equipment and what to use and stuff. I know lately you've been quite a bit into cast iron.
Yes.
Why cast iron? What's the connection?
Cast iron is natural. No additives. There's no lead. There's nothing else in it. It's just cast iron and sand. And
but it's hard to take care of, isn't it?
No, once you get it sealed right, I've got cast iron skillets that I can cook an egg over light in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
so is the idea that it heats more evenly because of
it does.
The type of
it does, and it holds heat longer. But also, like if you're cooking bacon or hamburger, you dump the excess grease out, you wipe it out, and put it up.
Oh, you don't wash them? Well, because you don't want them getting wet and sitting around wet,
well,
right?
If something sticks to it or there's something that you can't get out, you can use Dawn.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to dry it thoroughly because it'll rust.
You would put it on your gas range and sit there and make sure it's dry completely. After you're done, put a light coat of oil on it.
So you mentioned me earlier. You said he's got his wife's name is Letitia. So was she doing all the cooking before, and now all of a sudden you switch roles, or
she hadn't cooked a meal in over a year?
Some women would get a little offended by that or something. Maybe.
No. She loves it because I put out good food.
Well, yeah, I guess who could complain about getting fed?
I put out good food. And everything we buy is local, meat, a local farm, vegetables.
And what are some secrets that maybe the average guy like me, the average moron, wouldn't know, that you can make it a better experience for me?
Well, 70 pounds.
Oh, losing weight.
Yeah.
That's right. You've lost a lot of weight. I mean, I haven't seen you since you lost that much weight.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize you walking in, for God's sake.
I've gone from a 48 to a 32.
Wow. I wish I had the willpower to eat better, but I don't have anybody cooking for me. I'd have plenty of willpower. Somebody else was going to do all that work and the grilling and everything.
Well, 2 years ago, I was at work. I worked at a cement plant. I was 400 feet in the air. I go, man, I ate that tuna fish sandwich too fast. And then it hit me, and I go, oh, I'm having a heart attack. So I walked down 22 flights of stairs, having a heart attack. And then I got down when the ambulance picked me up.
Better than up, I guess.
Yeah. I offered him $20 to stop by McDonald's.
Hey, man, it's not that bad. Just pull it real quick. Go through the drive-thru, would you?
That really opens you up, though.
Yeah, I'm sure. Opens your eyes.
But everything I buy, made in the U.S. I recently acquired a Lodge hammered chicken fryer. The lady I got it from was 82 years old, and it was her grandmother.
Buying all them, you're buying obviously higher quality cuts of meat and stuff. Is slapping hamburgers together. I mean, have you found the grocery bills gone up a lot?
No.
Eating better?
Yeah, no. As a matter of fact, Central Florida, we go to a place called Central Florida Beef, and we buy packages.
So you're buying and freezing?
No, they come vacuum sealed already. But they grow, they slaughter, produce. Everything is done right there.
Well, and just beef or pork too, or
beef, pork, chicken, and about 25 pounds for like $115. We eat a lot of beef, we eat a lot of chicken, we eat a lot of pork, but every meal we have 2 or 3 different vegetables. And all that's cooked in cast iron. I have a Traeger pellet smoker with the beef tallow. I buy Amish butter from Winn-Dixie. Because it has a higher fat content. You buy a store brand butter, there's like 82%. That's the minimum that's allowed. Amish butter runs in the high 80s. And
Well, in conclusion, look right in the camera and tell people your message. What do you want them to hear about grilling and selling?
You eat healthy, you'll feel better, you'll sleep better, you'll have more energy. The processed foods that we eat today tastes good, but it's not good for you.
Yeah.
That because you can pick up a Red Baron pizza and look at the back of it, you can't even pronounce half the ingredients.
Yeah, all the preservatives and stuff.
But and buy your meat fresh, buy your vegetables fresh, and you'll be a lot happier.
Thank you very much. Glad you came by and talked about it a little bit for the people.
You're the man.
Old man stuff.
I'm old now.
I said you have to be careful how you phrase that, because it could be like old man stuff.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Or old man stuff, which is what I want.